Okay, John, first, it was great meeting you. And number one, I think you did a great job. So, what's ironic about these changes that we made, especially when we look on this side of the screen, okay? When we look on this side, this is the after, and this would be the before, okay? Is that, notice how your setup's changed. I didn't say one thing about your setup. I tried to keep you athletic. I didn't change your grip. I didn't go through all that. The only thing I tried to say was give you the definition of what heavy and light means in a golf swing. So look how your posture changed on the, we'll just put a little A for after. Excuse my drawing here. And this is your before when I first started videotaping you. So let's just go to the top here and look how heavy the club looks as you get up to the top. So remember what I said, when the club gets heavy in your swing, the path line is going to go more in this direction. Okay, well, we don't want that to happen. We want it to obviously drop more in that direction there. Okay, so with saying that, notice how when you get closer to the ball, it allows us to get the club shallow. So right now you're taking it to zone 1. That's where the butt of the club and the shaft are lined up together, pointing towards your right thigh, right hip area. Very good. Zone 2 is the straight vertical hinge, where you'll see when I take it back a little farther that let me do that line again, the shaft angle is pointed more along your toe line or in between your feet and the toe line. Notice how the shaft is above your right forearm, which is very good. And then let's pay close attention to when you get up to the top. Notice how the right hand and the butt of the club still match up on the blue line. Now we're going to go back to your before swing and look at how your hands drive down the blue line. Okay? So look how the shaft disappears, or the club head disappears on that blue line. We know that's an over-the-top swing. Thank God your right elbow is tucked in extremely well. If it wasn't, like many amateurs that I work with, you would be shanking the ball. Now, take a look here at the difference of your downswing doing your exercise. Look how it dropped down the blue line. Now, what's important is, remember what I said on the downswing? That look how much lower your hands look here compared to the way they looked there. Look how much quicker they get below your waistline. And that allows you to attack. I'm going to clear all these lines now. Notice how when you attack, look how the path is coming steeper and more across the ball. Now, your drill, look at the club, how it's parallel to your target line. That's the umbrella right on your toe line. And then we attack more from the inside. Now, the club face can close down, but look at the direction your club is traveling in. Very, very good. Now, the other thing is, there's the next round. Look how much lower your hands are. I can tell you're not as flippy. Your hands disappeared. And watch the shaft come directly up through your left shoulder, which is good. Whereas here, it's more underneath your left shoulder. John, this is a perfect example of a good plane. You just need to keep working on hitting short irons doing this. Okay, that is just a beautiful finish, very athletic, and even over here it's more athletic. If you notice, you have a higher finish here because you're fighting that left shot. Here you just have a more natural, a little bit low. I mean, the hands are still relatively high, but just look at how more relaxed you look as you come into the finish. Okay, see how that club head is coming almost above your head. It looks like the shaft is going to hit you in the head. Well, that means you're off playing. Look how your hands are definitely more around And these are things we didn't talk about. We're just explaining what happens. You don't have to think about it, because the reasons why you're getting such a good post-impact and follow-through is the follow-through is called the end, by the way. And the good end position is because everything you do here, coming in so shallow, allows you to get to this good finish. So John, just a little bit more. This program is a program that I built. And when you look at it, I want you to visualize how it can be used for the club as a cross-marketing segment. I've talked to tennis about it. I've talked to every staff member at Greensboro Country Club, and they don't get it. They refuse to use it. But it can be a great cross-marketing segment for the club if used properly. And I can sit down with you and show it. But it's called mygolfnotes.com. It's where you keep your notes. And I'll explain a little bit more about it because I felt like there should have been a subscription fee for me to send people to this, or the club should help me out monetarily, because I know people, there's a good way and a bad way to use marketing through email. And what happens is we're at a point where we've heard of banner blindness. Well, now there's email blindness, where we get inundated with so many emails from the club, say, that people just don't open up their emails. You're getting them from Jim, you're getting them from, obviously you have a choice to sign up for whatever you want. And I am very happy. I believe in emails that are more event-oriented, where you have 7 events going on for the week at the club, and you go ahead and list those events all in one email. And that's why I don't think you give people a choice. You just put it in there, and you talk to the top marketing guys, and I can send you my newsletter also, how different it is. And even I use MailChimp, and I got a response from MailChimp saying, we've never had so many people open up your email. What you did was brilliant, and I can show you how I did that. So with saying that, John, let's have a meeting as soon as possible. Let's talk about how we can move forward. And I'll tell you some opportunities that I've had and that I'm looking for if Greensboro Country Club cannot come through. So maybe we can sit down with Matt Laga and really talk about it. And let me use my entrepreneurial skills, my web skills to help the club out. So good job. Enjoyed meeting you. And call me anytime, buddy. Thanks, John.